Ever found yourself promising to change, but 5 minutes later you're scrolling through Instagram again? You know that feeling of anger towards yourself when you waste an entire day and then think, why the hell didn't I do what I needed to do? Yeah, everyone wants results, but the harsh truth is that a lot of people are stuck in this vicious cycle. Does it hurt to hear this? Good, get ready, because today's wake-up call is about to hit hard. The problem isn't a lack of ability, it's that your brain is sabotaging you, and you let it get lazy and hooked on comfort. Enough! Let's fix this mental mess. Right now, here's the reality. You're not alone in this struggle. Almost every young person wants something. Pass the entrance exam, get a promotion, start a business, get in shape, learn something new, get married, have kids. The will is there. The real villain? That voice in your head saying, leave it for later, just watch one more video. Most people can't nail self-discipline because of this. We're all kind of lost, overloaded with information and distractions, and any focus goes down the drain. It's normal to feel frustrated thinking, why the hell can't I just do what I need to do? Felt that? It's normal. A lot of people go through this every day, fighting procrastination and lack of focus. In simple terms, our brain has become a wild dog chasing after any digital bone that shows up. Meanwhile, our dreams are put off. Let's be real. Your brain has turned into an addict for novelty and instant pleasure. Picture this. You sit down to study or work and swear you're going to focus. 2 minutes later, bing! There you are checking your messages. Then you open a quick video, which leads to another, and before you know it, you've wasted an hour. Sounds familiar? Today, it's meme after meme, notification after notification, all fighting for your attention. It's no wonder studies show that the average adult unlocks their phone about 150 times a day. That's right, 150 times! Looking for that dopamine hit from notifications, messages, and feeds. Our brains are bombarded with stimuli all the time. TikTok endless videos, series binges, addicting games. With so much easy reward, why would it want to spend energy on something hard or boring? Result, we're living distracted, jumping from one distraction to another. And the consequences? Simple. Unfinished projects, missed deadlines, neglected health. You feel like a fraud for not keeping the promises you make to yourself. And worse, the more you fail, the more your confidence sinks. It's a cruel loop, and it's urgent to break it before your dreams turn to dust. To make it worse, the zombie effect is already visible. There are people who can't even watch a 5-minute video without checking their phone. Our attention is weaker than ever. Some experts say human focus is now on par with a goldfish. Exaggerated or not, the fact is we're becoming slaves to instant pleasure, and that's serious. Without focus and discipline, that plan to study for the exam, start your business, get fit, will keep getting farther and farther away. It hurts to think that life is passing by while we're watching the 10th dance of the day, right? So hold that pain, because it's going to get worse before it gets better. You might be thinking, okay, I know distractions are messing with me, but all I need is willpower, right? If it were that simple, everyone would be super disciplined. The truth is, advice like, wake up at 5 a.m. or think positive doesn't work alone. Your brain is addicted to quick rewards like notifications or videos. So, willpower alone isn't enough. You need to reprogram your mind, and there's a practical, surprising way to do it. Want to know how? Stick with me. This solution is something few dare to really apply. Most will stay stuck in the same old cycle, but will you be different? Will you discover the secret and use it to your advantage? Stay with me, because I'm about to reveal an approach that changes everything about discipline. And when you hear it, you might think it's simple, but it's exactly this simplicity that can change your life if you really apply it. Ready to challenge common beliefs about self-control? Let's get to it. How to reprogram your brain and unlock that sweet self-discipline. First, understand one fundamental thing. Your brain is moldable. Yeah, that gray matter inside can be reprogrammed, thanks to neuroplasticity. Fancy word for saying neurons form new connections all the time. In other words, you can hack yourself. But it's not with magic thinking, it's with practice and repetition. Here's the key idea. Teach your brain to find pleasure in difficult things, not just in what's easy. Instead of seeking instant rewards, dopamine hits from your phone, games, sugar, etc., you'll train your mind to seek real rewards, the kind that require effort but bring results. Think of the brain like a lazy muscle that's been spoiled. If you always feed it fast food, quick pleasure, it'll reject broccoli, effort. But guess what? You can change its taste. Reprogramming your brain is about building new habits and neural connections. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Discipline isn't a gift, it's a habit that's cultivated through repetition until it becomes automatic. The goal is to condition your mind so that, just like it seeks instant pleasure now, in the future, It will seek to achieve goals and complete tasks because you've trained it for that. This is what successful athletes, entrepreneurs, and students do. They program their behaviors through habits. Here's the key concept. Your brain adapts to what you repeat. If you repeat laziness and avoidance, it becomes a pro at avoiding. If you repeat discipline and focus, guess what? It learns that too. Time to take control and teach your brain who's boss. Alright, talking is easy. How exactly do you reprogram your brain in practice? Let's break it down with some straightforward examples. First, understand the habit loop. Every habit has a loop: trigger, routine, reward. Example: you get a notification trigger, automatically open Instagram routine, and get flooded with fun updates, reward. Your brain thinks, okay, when I do this, I get dopamine and feel good. I'll want more of that. Result: next break, you do it again without even thinking. That's how it's been programmed, a loop reinforced dozens of times a day. Now, let's use this same trick to our advantage. To study 30 minutes a day without distractions, create a trigger. After lunch, sit at your desk with your book open. Study, and as a reward, let yourself have 10 minutes on your phone or watch an episode. This way, your brain associates studying with pleasure. Simplify your environment, hide distractions like snacks, and keep fruits visible. At work, use website blockers and put your phone away. For working out, start with 5 minutes a day and gradually increase. These mini habits trick your brain into making effort part of your routine without overwhelming you. Another practical tip: instead of thinking, I have to do this, switch to, I want to do this to be free afterward. This change in perspective lifts the negative weight and turns the task into a step towards something better, helping you overcome mental resistance. Treat your brain like a dog you're training. Reward it when it focuses on the task, and gently correct it when it gets distracted. With repetition and consistency, it will learn to behave. Now for the big moment. The key insight is that self-discipline doesn't come from motivation or special talent, but from the environment you create and the repetitions you make. The formula is simple: control the stimuli and repeat the right behaviors. To unlock your self-discipline, eliminate distractions and embrace boredom. When you force yourself to avoid the easy escapes, your brain will start choosing the more important tasks, like studying or working out. This shift makes the hard things seem more interesting, breaking the cycle of procrastination. Here's an action plan to reprogram your brain today. 1. Identify your distractions. Write down what makes you lose focus, like social media or video games. 2. Choose a goal. Focus on one important habit at a time, like studying or working out. 3. Create barriers. Make distractions harder to access, like uninstalling apps or leaving your phone elsewhere. 4. Associate the goal with a trigger. Link your new habit to something you already do, like walking after coffee. 5. Set rewards. Treat yourself after completing the task with something you enjoy. 6. Gradually increase. Start with small goals and build up over time. 7. Be consistent. Building habits takes on average 66 days. Don't quit if you slip. 8. Monitor and adjust. Track your progress and tweak what's not working. By following these simple steps, you're basically tricking your brain into cooperating. You're planting a Trojan horse in your own mind, installing good habits, blocking bad ones, and soon enough, self-discipline will run on autopilot. You're thinking, does this really work, or is it just motivational talk? Let's get real. Science proves it. A study from University College London showed that forming a habit takes an average of 66 days. Another study in the journal Science revealed how we avoid boredom at all costs. That's why we need to train ourselves to be without constant stimuli. And those phone notifications? Each one releases dopamine in the brain, teaching your mind to value useless things. But the good news is we can create new neural pathways with repetition and reward. This is the foundation of behavioral therapies and high-performance training. This isn't nonsense. It's pure neuroscience. I've been through it, I'll confess. I've had times when I was the king of procrastination, always pushing things until the last minute. College was a struggle. Sleepless nights because I didn't have the discipline to study a little each day. Then I got tired of feeling like a useless failure and tried these ideas. I did an experiment. I spent 15 days without playing competitive online games and used that time to learn design and read the Bible. At first, I was going crazy from game withdrawal. But you know what happened? After about 15 days, my brain got used to not having that pastime and started enjoying seeing progress in design and reading. I swear, I woke up excited to practice design and read more, a good kind of anxiety. When I realized it, it had already become a morning habit. Today, the games are back, but controlled, and design and Bible reading are now key parts of my routine. It works, my friend, and I'm not the only one. Entrepreneurs and successful figures like Stephen King and Kobe Bryant show that discipline becomes part of the identity. King writes every morning, regardless of inspiration, and Bryant trained in the early mornings, creating a routine his brain came to crave. Jocko Willink, a former SEAL, said, "Discipline is freedom," meaning discipline brings future benefits, providing the freedom that the undisciplined don't have. If that wasn't enough, there's wisdom from people like Aristotle and other thinkers. Jim Rohn, a personal development guru, summed it up perfectly. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, while the pain of regret weighs tons. No need to explain, right? Suffering a little now to do what needs to be done will save you from a massive amount of suffering later for not having done it. This quote guides me whenever laziness hits. I literally remember it and think, I'd rather take the little pain now than the regret later. With studies, examples, and even philosophy, it's clear. Reprogramming your brain for discipline isn't a trend. It's real and proven. Those who apply it get results. So, if thousands of people have managed to change their habits and achieve their goals by taking steps like this, why couldn't you? Think about your future after reprogramming your brain. In a few months, you'll wake up and just do what needs to be done, no procrastination. Your important tasks will become automatic, with guilt-free free time. While others procrastinate, you'll be achieving results in exams, projects, career, and health. This builds insane confidence, where every victory fuels the next one. Now it's your turn, let's do this! Enough with just watching motivational videos. I challenge you to apply something today. Maybe eliminate a distraction or set a fixed time for your goal. Make a commitment in the comments. Which habit are you starting? Remember Jim Rohn's quote, "The pain of discipline weighs ounces, the pain of regret weighs tons." Which one do you prefer? Self-discipline is the key to all the doors you want to open. It's always been inside your head, it just needed to be awakened. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best is now. No excuses, no slacking. Your future self will stand up and applaud the effort you start today.